All right. Wish I knew anything about Kirby, but here we are. What does that say? Back? Okay, no settings, nothing. A new challenge. Return to Dreamland has built Kirby some special challenges. We can take a look at that later. The history, I can look at that at the end. I'm more interested in this, though. We played Dreamland 3 in, I want to say last year, maybe? Nah, it couldn't have been that far back. Lower that. Kirby's Dreamland Adventure. Was that the NES? Yeah. Dreamland 2. Did I say 8 games in one? And then Kirby 64. That looks pretty. I'll play in order. Why not? As far as we can go, anyway. Hey, it's that iconic theme song in 1992. There it is. That's what I wanted to hear. It's not too loud, is it? No? Okay, how do I... Interesting. So... Okay, this is pretty simplistic and kind of fun. What? What do I do now? What the hell? Oh, we absorbed the power of whatever. I think? No? You only get it once? What the hell? How do you... Okay. Wait, let me try that again. Come on, Kirby. Okay, just holding up lets you fly. This is actually pretty cool. Pretty nice mechanics. This is pretty good. It's pretty simplistic, I'm not gonna lie, but it's still pretty fun. What is this? Alright, first boss. Can't be that hard. And we've got a health bar, too. Got it. Whoa, that is not it. I thought I was gonna be level over. Still, I really love this theme for a variety of reasons. And non-very interesting to a modern viewer. Wow, that hit me. Is this it? What is this? Like a secret area, or like... The hell is this? Got a life or something? Yeah, it's gonna be one of those relaxing playthroughs. Not much is gonna happen, honestly. Okay, wasn't supposed to go in there. We're just gonna play through each game, and is that it? Really? Huh. I guess so. Oh no, there's a door. I'm an idiot. The little sound effects and everything might be a little grating to me, though. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Oh, it's a boss. Kirby's kind of floaty, isn't he? Ah, shit. Oh, you can crouch, too. Again, it's a very simplistic game. But it's fun in its own way. Like HAL Laboratory was just doing its own thing, because that was actually pretty fun. Oh, wow. Wasn't expecting that. What did I just pick up? I find it interesting how you can just suck forever. That was cool. What is that? I've seen that symbol before, but what the hell? Oh god. Hidden area type stuff. Not a big fan. Okay, the level design just took a big old turn. I don't know where I'm supposed to go. Can I swim? Yeah. Okay, obviously I can't suck underwater. Oh man. Would there be a way back without resorting to this? Oh god, I can't move down. Okay, well. How would you get out of this? Now that I think about it. Would I have to... Okay. Would I have to restart? What did I just get? Right, bitch. What about this? What do I do with this? I can't grab it. Well, we're about to die, technically, and it's a boss. I'm still figuring out, how am I supposed to actually get out of this? How do I have to just reset the console? That can't be it. That's too Too awkward. Bitch. That was it. There's a lot of charm in this game, by the way. HAL Laboratories really put everything into this. Alright, well, we live for a little bit more. Still wish I knew where to go. It's not what I wanted to do. What? What was the point of that then? Alright. How do I get out of this? Start select doesn't do anything. All the buttons don't do anything. Okay, well, I guess it might be time for the old reliable here, but how the hell do I control the Wiimote? Oh, God. Please, I just need to move the Wiimote down. Why are you this difficult? There's no mouse operation. Oh my God. You're gonna have to sit here and watch me control the Wii. Why is Wiimote anything so disgustingly bad? Trying to move my sticks here. Obviously, I'm not playing on a Wiimote. The game doesn't even need a Wiimote. It just needs to be sideways. How the hell do I... Oh my God. This is going to be a pain every time. Okay, let's back out of that. I'm telling you, there has to be a way to reset in-game. Otherwise, it doesn't make any sense. How do I even click on here? Please go down. Please, for the love of God, you're right there. I'm telling you, the Wiimote doesn't want to go. Okay, that's not the button. That's also not it. That's not it. Nope. What's... Yes. Yes, damn it. Go up. And that's why I don't play too many Wii games. Okay, let me turn off that annoying message about controls being connected or not. Because it's gonna bother me slightly. There we go. Alright. Kirby's Adventure. And then we're moving on to Dreamland. It's still on the Game Boy. Not even Game Boy Color yet. They just skipped right through on to the Super Nintendo. We'll skip 3 because we already played it, so. Wonder what it sounds like on the NES. I know it's emulated on the Wii, obviously, but... Okay, well that's cute enough. 1993, like a year later. Awesome. You got 3 slots. Interesting. I wouldn't think it had, like, save slots. Vegetable Valley. Okay, well, it looks about the same, if not better. Obviously, it's got color and, like, more grading to it. Plays the same. Okay. This looks more like a Mario World. The suck is a little more forgiving. I can grab him on from far. What does that mean, normal? Hit the down arrow when Kirby has an enemy in his mouth to copy the enemy's special. I don't know why I read social, but... Ow. Nice. That little titular bar that a lot of NES games had at the bottom. That's pretty cool. Nothing. Spark? Oh yeah, that's cool. But how do I... How would you suck? He sent me a comment on my community post? I haven't gotten anything yet, but I'll look at it later. Okay, Spark is cool, but how would you change it? Is what would like to know right now. A slide. Okay. And you can hover right as soon as you fly or jump. That's pretty cool. Okay, cool and all, but again, how do I... Okay, both buttons do that when you press down. And that's all he does. Okay, well. Maybe if I get hit, I'll lose the power. Yep. Nothing. I never got fire. So unless there's a button I'm missing, it's probably just getting hit. I think that guy did nothing. What is this? Life. Damn. That one wasn't on purpose. Did we do it? Push A. What did I just look at? Okay. A nice world area. This is actually pretty cool. Rain fever. My bad, I was reading. Also, I'm not clicking on that, obviously. But, in the case that you're a real person, you know, appreciate it. Use the buttons to move the crane and try to get his A Kirby. What? A big one's hard to get, but worth it. Okay, do I have to hold it? I don't think that's right. Alright. I wasn't expecting crane game in my Kirby, so... You know, I'm a little taken aback. Only 2 credits? You would expect like 3. Alright. Nothing. We'll do this one and then I'll move on. I kind of want to see all of them. All the games, obviously. Nice. That's actually cool. And you don't die. You know, this is actually a pretty nice Kirby game. I actually wouldn't mind playing more of this. Like on the actual hardware. Okay, that's what I get for looking away. Hey, it's the same boss from the first game, actually. Now that I look at it, same bomb guy. That's actually nice. Whoa. Let's try to look at the health. I thought his health was my health. Never mind. Because of the Game Boy, the health bar is actually at the top. What the hell? Nothing up top. Kind of expecting something up there. A little bit of slowdown. I don't know if that's titular NES slowdown or if that's just the Wii emulator. And by that I mean the Wii is emulating the NES. I wasn't expecting that to actually hit him. I thought it was going to be a huff of air. Oh. Might have missed the timing on that. That's my fault. If there's a special stage, I'll play it. But if not, then we'll just have to move on to Dreamland 2. So back to black and white it is. What was my button again? There we go. This BS again. Oh my god. Why does my cursor not, like, going down? Yes. Alright, well, while we wait, and that didn't last long at all, just give me a second here. I'll be back. Well, I'll leave it at that. Let's keep it pushing. Dreamland 2. Oh, I'm thinking of like 5 different things at the same time, so my bad. I'll just edit that out from processing later, but since you're here, my German friend, how about you moderate for a bit? I tried looking into that. Obviously, I'm not going to click the link in the community post comment. I don't know why you would ever, but I don't know. There's also a save file here. That's pretty cool. What? Oh. World select. Obviously, I tried looking into them as much as I could. But, yeah. I just wanted to make sure it wasn't just a bot, so. But yeah, thanks anyway. You know, I don't really care about many of the people that come in and, you know, talk or whatever. As long as it's not an actual bot or anything like that. Or anything malicious. And that includes self-advertising or anything like that, so. I know you're just a moderator, but can you even remove comments from stuff like that? Because I'm pretty sure in community posts, I think I have it enabled so that you can also post in the channel community, as in like a, well, a community of sorts. I don't know what that's about, but there is a tab in YouTube Studio where you can let, or look at other people's posts in your community, basically, so. You should take a look at that. I thought it was pretty neat, I guess, even though I've never seen it in whatever. Yeah, I saw that too. It's not really what I'm worried about though. And what the hell is this? Where am I supposed to go? Don't tell me I went the wrong way. Okay, well, it wasn't this way. You know, sub for sub or stuff like that is like... We should have just left that in like, what, 2016 or some shit? Same with follow for follow or whatever stupid shit they used to do back then. That shit's whack. Which is funny that you mentioned that last part, because I have gotten people telling me, or asking me to add them or talk to them about something about RetroArch or whatever, you know, help or whatever. And I usually tend to ignore people like that, except for the first few, obviously. Oh, that's just like the NES one. Okay, well, that was kind of cool. Can I not go in there yet? No? But, like, if you really wanted to ask about stuff like that, you would probably just ask. You can think of RetroArch like a operating system of sorts. Everything else is just stuff you have to put in yourself or set up yourself. Pretty much. The tools are there, they're just not set up yet, if that makes any sense. So yeah, it is kinda difficult to set up if you want to do something more, I don't know, out there. Like if you just want to play a Game Boy game, that's easy. Literally just click, download, click, whatever. Okay, I'm stupid, huh? But with the more complicated stuff, like some of the lesser known emulators or like something you might not be familiar with, like making backgrounds, managing playlists, all the BIOS and system settings and whatnot. I get not many people would know about that, but still, like, come on now. Even I didn't know about any of that stuff until I looked it up. You can learn about anything just by looking it up. There's no reason to ask too much. 360. I mean, that'd be something else. Because obviously I'm not playing on a 360. But I know you could probably get it on there too. I know there's a version for the Xbox One. That's a very popular choice. Or emulating choice. Damn it. Oh my fucking god. We can do this. It's just I don't expect them to like stop when he does that lunge. I don't know why I thought jumping twice would have given me that little flight ability. Like this. Oh, you meant emulate. I thought you meant use it in the Xbox 360. I don't think there's even been proper 360 emulation for a long time now. I read that it was still possible. Like, it's gotten better, but why would you? The PS3 emulator is so much more advanced. Nice. A hamster. Because why not? But yeah, I really gotta get more moderators, or just have more people actually just stick around. Although at that point it's just gonna be people that watch the stream anyway. Just in case something stupid like this happens. Yeah, just about. Alright. Can I open this now? No. Well, I guess now we can move on to whatever the other next Kirby game was. Why does it do that? Kind of like drifts on its own. You know, I'm fighting with the cursor here. I don't know where it wants to go exactly. Why, is it because I'm using it sideways? Doesn't make any sense. Well, you know, sideways controller, because you can't use this any other way. I could put in a Pro controller. I don't know if that'd work. I don't think so. Alright, Superstar. 3 games in one? 8? If this is going to be the same ones, then I don't really care. They're probably like remastered, upscaled for Super Nintendo. That's my assumption anyway. Kirby Superstar, 1995-96. Spring Breeze. What does that mean? Kirby 1, Kirby 2, Kirby 3? What does this mean? Is it just remasters? Is that what it is? Can I go back? No, I cannot. Dying Blade, what is this? Shall we explain copy? No, thank you. Push Y to inhale. Okay, that's not gonna work because we're on a Wii. What? This one has different controls. Which Kirby is this? What do you mean 8 games in one? What? Okay. It doesn't look too bad, but like, what the hell? Alright, Cutter Kirby. And I can spam it. Alright, well, I'll move on from this one because I don't get what the hell I'm looking at. It's also kind of my fault for not realizing the controls are going to be different. He's got combos and everything. What the hell is this? Why is there stars in the water? Ow. Did Kirby always move this slow? Or is that just me? Can I not throw it? No, it doesn't go past. The volume on this one is pretty low. I don't know how I feel about that. Alright. Sure. Don't tell me that was all there is to here. Okay, I literally just took a special path. Ow. That was my fault. What the hell? Yeah, as you can tell, I'm not the best platformer gamer. Interesting. Health regen. Well, pretty much that. I guess you could say the cores themselves are the emulator, and then RetroArch is just the GUI that lets you access them. What in the hell? It's kind of like telling you, you know, giving you a program on, I don't know, Linux. You know, the usual would be typing it out in a command prompt or some stupid shit. Nobody wants to do any of that, but if you look at RetroArch, it'd be like giving you a GUI so you can access it through an EXE menu or something similar, instead of having to, you know, do it the hard way. It's like, I don't know, imagine a 360 without a dashboard or menu whatsoever. It'd be kind of like that. God damn it. I'm not doing it on purpose. I swear. Nice. Can't jump on that. Ow. Was that a boss we lost to? I wasn't paying attention. I gotta go down. Gotcha. Was it you jackasses that killed me? Ow. Wait a minute. Oh, okay. You just, you know, climb there. Now these little mini games or whatever, that's fun. It's too bad. I'm gonna be moving on to a different game. I feel like this one was a little out of the norm. I still can't tell what I just played because I just clicked a bunch of stuff. Because I thought the A button was gonna be A, but it was actually B. And then I remembered we're on a Wii controller. So yeah, we did play Dreamland 3. It's time for Kirby 64, the Crystal Shards. 1 to 4 players. What the hell could you possibly do with 4 players? How many Kirbys are there? How many characters, more like? Nice. You know, it's funny, we're emulating an emulator. You know, I could have just played this on the actual N64. This is actually pretty stupid now that I think about it. Could have just left that in for padding out stream time, but, you know. I'm an idiot. Options? Minigame? What is this? This isn't Mario Party, is it? No, you wouldn't do this to me. Display. I'll leave it at that. Yeah, you wouldn't do this to me. You wouldn't give me a Mario Party game, would you? Level 1. What am I looking at? Oh god, pseudo 3D. Okay. Is this just Kirby Dreamland but in 3D? Like pseudo 3D? Because it's... You're actually moving on a 2D plane. Okay, you don't do anything? You know, I just reiterate, we're on a... That is spooky and weird, and I don't want to see him do that again, but okay. Now we're on a Wii mode. There can't be that many buttons. Okay, it just does that. Might want to switch this one. How did I... There we go. I'll take it. Okay, we get a Mario block. Out of the way. Actually, like, curious. Get the hell out of here. I don't know if I like this one. This keeps you in one place. What is this? Boomerang. I'll take it. Okay, not like that. Well, this is kind of what I'd expect from an N64 game. It looks pretty fun. Oh, got the first boss. Get all over for me. Ow. Oh, that was it. Yeah, the fake 3D movement is messing me up a little bit mentally. But then I remember I can't actually go up and down. They'll probably let me fly, but I'm not gonna do anything with that. I don't think you could destroy cannons in the previous ones. No, but I can get stars. And flowers. Ow. So yeah, big chances are I probably would get this. Or, you know, not get this. Play this on a future list. So, I mean, that's in the table. Or on the table. As far as Wii games go, I don't actually have that many. They kind of weigh a little bit too much. They take up too much space. You know, my physical space. So this was just one of the ones that it kind of just caught my eye, you know? But when I do add another Kirby game, it's going to be this one, probably. The N64 one. What the hell is that? Why does this give me like really slight Pac-Man World vibes? That's disgusting. I can't hover in the air. Get that. Well, let me jump. I was trying. Oh, now you want to hover, bitch. I don't know. Kirby moves a little stiff in this one compared to like the NES one, I guess. I think that one had some pretty good movement, and I think Dreamland 3 also had some pretty good movement. This one just feels kind of stiff, you know? Especially in the jumping. Okay, we got some stuff. What am I supposed to be doing? Alright. No indication whatsoever. Right, so that's all of that. How do I... You would think that it's a more up-to-date console at the time. Nope, there's no... there's no button for anything. Okay, let's do this the hard way. I do want to look at... If it'll load. Kirby history. Return to Dreamland seems like it'll be a Wii title, so I'm gonna hold off on that for when we come back to the Wii at some point. It'll happen. Okay, what is this? No, don't eat it. Okay, before 1992, Nintendo released the NES, Game Boy, and Super Nintendo. Yes. We're talking specifically about US stuff. The Summer Olympic Games were held in Spain. Okay. The Endeavor. Bill Clinton. That sucks. For them. Why does it say I can press 2 buttons? No. Okay, but what the hell are those 2 buttons on my Wii? Oh, he ate it. Okay, wait a minute. What? Okay, Dreamland in 1992. Released in August for the Game Boy. Yep, play game. There's the intro and everything. Simple mechanics, friendly worlds. It was a perfect starting point for action beginners. And there's HAL Laboratory. You know, they did pretty good. I've heard they've done some pretty good games too. They got the box and everything. This is actually really nice. Not gonna lie to you. For a game collection, this is awesome. Next year, European Union is founded. Intel released first Pentium processor. That third one, I could not care less, and I don't think anybody else could, honestly. What a stupid little tidbit. Kirby's Adventure for the NES. I think this one has been my favorite so far. I might play this on the list at some point. Also curious seeing NES boxes. I don't think I've ever seen any in my lifetime. That's nice. Kirby's Pinball Land. Surprised you didn't put this one in here. Right, 94, Winter Olympics, blah blah blah, who cares? Okay, all useless info, awesome. 1995, DVD. And the Virtual Boy. The thing I might add to the list at some point if it probably works, because I don't think so. Okay, Dreamland 2 is on here. And we did play it. Kirby's Avalanche and Dream Course. What is this supposed to be? This is the... Okay, this is the one that's kind of like rolling around, getting to the hole. Pause. There was one where you had to use like gyroscope movement or whatever. Oh look, Compile and Band Presto. Interesting puzzle game. And then Dreamland 2. Kirby's pals like Rick, Pine, and Koo. I don't think anybody can even tell you who they are. I'm sorry. The Game Boy Pocket and N64. I don't even know what the hell a Game Boy Pocket is. I didn't even know it existed until like maybe 2 years ago. That's how obscure it seems to me. I'm assuming it was a more up-to-date Game Boy, like before the Game Boy Color came out, probably. That stupid soundtrack came from this. Interesting. Alright, 8 games in 1. Okay. Obviously, I can't read that, so I can't tell you what the 8 games are, but... Interesting, though. 97. Okay, none of that actually matters. They could have had, you know, Nintendo or HAL Labs or maybe just Kirby trivia, but what the hell do I know? Kirby Star Stacker. Okay, I kind of already know what that would be. And then Dreamland 3, we did play this. It was pretty fun. Pretty weird, but fun. Alright, the Game Boy Color, 1998. There you go. Kirby appeared in the first Super Smash Bros. For the N64. Awesome. I was trying to look at the trophy, what the hell I'm looking at, but there's a 2000s game. Crystal Shards. I was gonna say, I swear I've seen that dumbass kid on the right before. I don't think he was gonna be a Kirby character. Kirby Tilt and Tumble. GBA and GameCube release 2001. Interesting. Yeah, this is the one. Tilting with a Game Boy Color. Boy, was that interesting back then. I don't even think you'd probably emulate that properly. I wouldn't try it. Alright. Dreamland. What the hell? I'm not watching that now. But there's a Game Boy game. Game Boy Advance game. I wonder if this is... I don't think I've ever even seen this. Didn't Kirby have like an anime? Back then? A lot of video games had animes back then. Like Sonic. Which I think is pretty interesting. GameCube game. Interesting. What the hell is this? Air Ride. Alright, a racing game, alright. And the SP came out. The DS came out in 2004. That actually hurts my soul. Quite a lot more than you would imagine. There you got the first DS game. Looks pretty bad. Game Boy Micro, whatever. I never even held one before. The DS Lite and the Wii. 2006. Interesting. The DSi 2 years later is actually hurting me a little bit, age-wise. DSi XL, interesting. 2 years, I would have thought it would came out like a year or something after. The 3DS in 2011, Jesus. Kind of make me wanna suffer here. Nice. And then I'm assuming there's been new games for Kirby, like, recently. I don't know. Not like I keep up with that kind of stuff, but... You know, it's Kirby. It's fun, whatever. I enjoyed it. I'm gonna be adding the NES and the N64 game to my list. At some point. But yeah. This was a nice little recollection. Besides, you know... reminding me of how old I am on that last bit. But, I don't know. It's as usual, I guess. Until next time. Goodbye.